Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Jim Grimes. Liz has the night off. A live look right now at the nation's capital. In just a matter of hours, a new president will be sworn into office. Soon to be former President Donald Trump is making the move from the White House to Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. The president has yet to confirm whether or not this move is permanent, but he will be at his private resort tomorrow while the president-elect Joe Biden is officially sworn into office. Because of Mr. Trump's arrival here before the inauguration, the transfer of power has led to some real challenges. CBS 12's Jay O'Brien has a look at the national security implications and what's being done to secure that handoff. Jay?
Yeah, Jim, preparations are already underway here. Roads around Mar-a-Lago are closed as of right now. When President Trump touches down, he will be about 850 miles away when President-elect Biden is sworn in as the 46th president. And that distance during the transfer of power, it causes a whole host of issues, not just for the military, but also for the Secret Service. By now, you've seen President Trump step off Air Force One at PBIA before. But our nation has never witnessed what will play out when the president's plane touches down here tomorrow. A transfer of power states away, now in uncharted water, partly taking place at Trump's Oceanside Club, while the big show is in D.C.
So it's going to look different.
Retired Secret Service agent Tim Miller explains some of the president's protection detail will leave soon after he leaves office, but security will stay the same. But at some point, stuff's going to have to go back.
Yeah, so the transition, though, Jay, is not on a time schedule. It's all about where are we. And I assure you, Secret Service executives, that's all they're thinking about. Things going back include Air Force One itself.
They probably will not be on the ground that long.
Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw's deputies will handle security for the airport and the motorcade route along Southern Boulevard.
We're not going to allow the street to get blocked. We're not going to allow people to get into the road.
In the motorcade following Trump will be the so-called nuclear football. Carried by a military aide, it's what the president can use to launch a nuclear weapon. But with the football in Florida, what happens in D.C.? Experts say one football will likely follow Trump to Palm Beach, while a newly sworn-in President Biden will get an identical nuclear briefcase as soon as he takes the oath of office.
We're bound together by a relatively small number of rituals. One of them is, of course, the inauguration.
Alan Lichtman, a history professor at American University, recognizes this situation is historic, but hopes it doesn't start a new trend.
Certainly is a break with tradition.
There are very few historical comparisons to all of this. The closest one is that when Richard Nixon resigned and was on the plane to California, he was actually in flight when Gerald Ford was sworn in as his successor. That plane had to change its call sign from Air Force One mid-flight because a plane isn't allowed to have that name when it's not carrying the sitting president. That's the closest historical comparison we have, and even that one is a bit of a stretch. So we're in uncharted waters here. I'm Jay O'Brien, CBS 12 News.